Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm James. I've been away for a few days because I went camping up in the mountains because there's a heat wave here. Amazing. So now that I'm back, I'm going to be doing Sound of Silence by Geoff. Just because I've done 3 voice play in a row, I will be going back to Total Eclipse of the Heart in my next video. But before then, time to do a classic. And this is one of those that keeps popping up in my recommended feeds. And YouTube does not understand why I don't click it. So me and YouTube have been in a bit of a tussle since it's like, yo, listen to this, you know, and I never click it because I can't, so now I get to click it, and I'm sure this is going to be one of those warm experiences, so let's go, let's see what Geoff does with this. Ooh. Is that a human voice? Yeah, it has to be. It's Geoff, right? Wow, that low note there, just in the background. And again, here, already with the theme, I love how minimal it is, but it's very evident. Everything's black. Black wristbands, black piano, black shirt, black trousers. Okay, so that's silence, apparently. Let's go. Or it could be the sound of silence is black, apparently. Piano, Geoff. Beautiful.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping.
Yeah, okay.
Left its seed while I was sleeping.
So he seems to be landing, or at least accentuating the ends here. I noticed it from the very beginning. Everything's it's an artistic choice, Sound of Silence, so it's kind of a dark sound that landing on that, closing on the end. I love when he starts in this register because it's kind of for him. I mean, a lot of people have never heard Geoff before will listen to this and be like, wow, low bass singing, but it really isn't for him. This is his I guess his speaking voice, really. This is his comfort area. And he starts low. I mean, this is objectively low. But for him, this is where, you know, he starts. This is a comfort area for him. He can do whatever he wants in this register. And he's choosing to make it, you know, quite warm, you know, interesting.
Left its seed while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains.
Go down.
Within the sound.
Okay.
Of
sound. So he doesn't, again, there with the end, he doesn't go sound, you know, he goes sound, you know. I guess it's a better landing spot for a bass note. There.
Of silence.
And humming the ends too.
In restless dreams I walked alone.
Starting to build.
Narrow streets of cobblestone. Neath the halo of a street lamp, I turned my collar to the cold and damp. When my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon.
Details with Geoff, right? So again, where's that light coming from, by the way? From the bottom? So he's getting stabbed by a flash of a neon light there. Small detail, but it adds a lot, I think, right? I mean, that's the thing. When you have such a minimal, everything's black with the exception of one light on Geoff, even small details like this really stand out. And it, I'm still wondering where that light's coming from. It looks like it's coming from below.
My eyes were stabbed
the piano.
by the flash of a neon light. Split the night.
It splits the night.
That's
what I want to say. I keep pausing. I'm sorry. But that's what I mean. The lyrics say it splits the night, right? That one light splits the night, which is this kind of overwhelming darkness in the composition.
Split the night.
Yeah.
And touch the sound of silence.
Woo.
And
He pausing, oh my god. Just taken aback there by the cascading piano. Sorry, I had to point it out. Loved it.
Of silence, and in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking.
Harmonies.
People hearing without listening. People writing songs.
Getting warmer.
That voices never shared. No one dare disturb the sound of silence.
Okay, so we're building here. It's getting warmer. The lights getting stronger. And of course, if there's momentum, Geoff has to do something with it. So he slides downwards there to kind of make it more interesting. And a sub there at the very bottom. But apart from that, this is all very comfortable for him. I mean, the diction, the landing on the ends, it's all quite dark, but his voice isn't, he's not overly darkening those bass notes. Very comfortable, perfect resonance, just very natural sounding.
No one
Let's go on it.
dare disturb the sound
On the end. On the end. That's on.
of silence.
Here we go.
Fools said how you do not
Okay, up.
know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my
So the sub there, okay, that sounds like a sub. I think I was mistaken before. That must have been his chest voice, because that's Geoff's sub there, right at the end. Beautiful.
might reach you.
Yeah.
But my words like silent raindrops fell, echo in
Where's
the
he going?
waves of silence. And the people bowed and prayed
Yes.
to the neon god they made, and the sun flashed out its warning.
Yeah. Three-part harmony with drums. You know, here it goes. He builds and he explodes here, and I'm loving it. Perfect placement for this. There's been a very slow building. It wasn't rushed. He didn't rush to get into his, you know, upper register phase. Very natural sounding, and I love that. There's a falsetto. It's not very evident on these headphones, but there is a falsetto at the very top here. So he's in his usual show-off 3-octave range. Well, show-off for him. He's not stretching at all, you know. It's just his low voice, his baritone and a falsetto or mixed voice up there. Beautiful.
And the sun flashed out its warning in the words that it was for me. In the sense and the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls.
Again, so uplifting the way he chooses to do those chords, right? That's completely open there. It goes up.
Words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, and in the silence
High note. On those ends. Ooh. Oh, perfect. That's it, all right?
Hey y'all,
Oh,
Geoff
okay.
here. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. This video was made possible by awesome people just like you, and of course everyone over at Patreon, but especially Huldra Draco, Sarah O, Laura Mueller, Patricia Schumann, Debbie Goodwin, Emily
Just what to say, I'm going to, I'm not plugging myself, plugging Geoff. For those of you who have discovered Geoff now and are, you know, his entry level on Patreon is $1 a month, and you'll be able to, you know, listen to his trailers, upcoming stuff, and chat with other fans. So, I mean, it doesn't get more generous than that, right?
Dabst, DeGeneral Harris, Carl and Melanie Thomas, Asa M. Lagnestall and Dorothy Brune, and Debs Badger. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you next time.
Okay. All right, there was so much to say this time that I kept pausing it and pretty much ruined any continuity, but that's Geoff and VoicePlay for you. I mean, there's so much going on that I have to stop. I have the memory of a goldfish, right? So if you got this far, thank you very much for looking at the reaction. I'm going to be doing a brief conclusion after this, but you don't have to watch it. That's the bonus. So thank you very much for being here. I'll see you on the next one. So what a way to come back from a little holiday here. Geoff brings me right back home. So familiar, the structure, which is a little different. I'll get into that in a second, but what a way to come back into the VoicePlay and Geoff rabbit hole with this version. I will say that this should have probably been called The Sound of Silence, right? Cutting the C and the E off the end there, just because just about every note, every sentence dropped or kind of emphasized the ends, and it makes sense. Look at the lyrics; it's all ends on those ends, and it's perfect for a bass singer like Geoff. Wow, I'd never considered that before this version. What I thought was going to happen is that the other cover, which became insanely popular, was obviously, I can't remember the singer, but the one where he starts off kind of low and then gradually goes into his rock belt, and it is incredible. But I thought Geoff would have been like, well, okay, challenge accepted. I'll do a bass version of this where I go, but he didn't. He stayed true, I think, to the message here, and which is why he stayed in the kind of dark, well, not his low, but the low register for a long time. And I think he did that purposefully to kind of keep us there, to then at the end kind of break it with the drums, finally go, you know, belatedly into his high register. And I think there's purpose there. I think that's a conscientious decision, and it works from an emotional point of view. It's like when he finally hits those chords in the end, where those completely open, by the way, completely open, it's so hopeful, right? And then at the very, very end, he goes right back down, but it's no longer dark. It's kind of warm. And I think that's what he was going with here. There's kind of a lot of hope in his music, and this is the perfect song to really show it, right? So enjoyed that tremendously. The thing is, I've had people, you know, say they'll rank songs, but I think with Geoff and VoicePlay as well, is that every song they do, you know, it caters to some part of you, and it really depends the mood you're in. And so I don't really have a rank. I've loved every single piano Geoff version that he's done, but they all kind of cater to a different part of me. So today, I'm back. I'm looking for something familiar, and there you go. That's perfect. It's part of why I did it. So I did say I was going to do Total Eclipse of the Heart. I'm going to do it right now because I've been missing for a week. So I'm in a far better place to do it now. I'm far more pumped, far more in tune. So thank you, Geoff, and thank you all for being here and watching this with me. If you hang on a few hours, I'll have another one out. So thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one, which is very shortly. Bye.